The film starts in 1993 where we see a girl named Lisa. She was going to a town where someone has called her to restore a painting. It was Lisa's profession. There were three others in the bus, including two girls and a boy. They become good friends with Lisa. One of the girls named Tracy, and the three were scientists who were going to research on animals of a village of the same town. They reach the town at night. Lisa feels good with them, so she says, "Why don't we go out after finishing our tasks?" On it, Tracy says our task would be completed after a few days, then we will meet in a nearby bar. Now the three went to the forest while Lisa left for the hotel. The next day, Lisa was sitting at a bus stop and waiting for the bus so that she can go to the mansion where she had to restore the painting. Meanwhile, a boy comes to her and says, "Madam, you are sitting uselessly because no bus is coming and where you want to go." When Lisa tells him about the mansion, the boy says, "I am going there. Let me drop you." Lisa goes with him. On the way, the boy asks for what you have come here. Lisa says to restore a painting. The boy says, after reaching the mansion, "I am a bar owner, so to visit my bar after finishing your work, I will feel." Leah says goodbye to him and comes to the mansion where she meets the owner named Emma. She was young and beautiful. She shows Lisa the painting that was huge and has a lot of dust, as if none has cleaned it since years. Lisa has to restore this painting. At first, this task was assigned to Lisa's father, but he was busy, so Lisa was called for this. Emma says, "You have to restore this painting in 2 weeks, and I do believe that you are intelligent like your father and will complete your work on time." Lisa says, "Yes, madam, I will not disappoint you." Emma leaves from there and Lisa starts her work. The condition of the painting was so bad that she only restored a small piece of it in 4 hours. During this, she hears someone singing, and when she goes to check, a girl was standing on roof. She was singing the song. When Lisa goes to talk to her, she runs, being scared of her as if she has seen something weird. Lisa thinks that who she is and why she ran after seeing me. We see Tracy's friend in the forest putting a sound device on a tree to hear the animal's sound. Suddenly, he hears a strange voice that doesn't seem like an animal. He gets scared. When he goes to check, someone attacks him and captures him. Hearing his scream, the girls also wake up in their tent. They feel that maybe something has happened to their friend, so Tracy's friend goes to check on him. There, she finds her friend's cap and there was blood on it. She panics, comes back and tells Tracy that there is a problem. We should call the police. Before she could tell anything else, someone comes from behind and captures her. Tracy gets scared to see this. The next moment, someone hits her and makes her unconscious. When she comes to her senses, she finds herself locked in a prison. She also sees her friends locked in the prison. It was an old and dirty place. There were rats and there was a well in the middle of this prison. A man was locked there already whose condition was worst. Tracy's friend tries to talk to him, but he couldn't speak and stays silent. Due to this, they panic, don't know where they get trapped. Lisa was doing her work. Meanwhile, Emma comes to check on her. She likes Lisa's work and admires her. Now Lisa asks her, "Who was that girl who was singing?" "I went to talk to her, but she ran." Emma says she is my daughter and she is like this. She takes time to get frank with new people. After it, she invites Lisa at dinner and leaves from there. While having food, Lisa asks Emma's daughter, "In which class do you read?" But here too, she doesn't answer but gets angry and leaves from there. Lisa becomes surprised and asks Emma, "Did I ask something wrong?" Emma says, "No, you didn't ask anything wrong. Actually, my daughter has a personality disorder. She is 13 years old but considers herself elder. She don't like older kids, so I stopped sending her school. She used to become furious upon hearing school's name and leave." On the other hand, the place where they were imprisoned, a heighted, healthy man comes. He was looking powerful as well as a psycho. He was a butcher, but he was making weird sounds and was walking like a zombie. Tracy's friend asks him, "Bro, who are you and why are we imprisoned here?" The butcher doesn't reply. He comes near the well, takes out a pot tied with the rope and something from the well. But for now, we are not shown what is inside the pot. Tracy's friend becomes furious and yells at him. He says ill about him and abuses him. The butcher becomes furious on him and moves to his cell. He opens the locker and moves inside to kill Tracy's friend. He also tries to fight with the butcher, but the butcher was so powerful that he beats him so much. When he couldn't get enough, he picks up a huge butcher knife with which he tears his stomach. throws him into the well, and a creature attacks him in the well. We just hears him screaming. Hearing this, Tracy and her friend trembled. Lisa sees a terrible monster while cleaning the painting in the mansion. When she cleans it with a cutter, her and gets injured, but Lisa again starts working after bandaging her hand. Suddenly the light goes and Lisa sees her dad, who says, "I made a mistake while trusting you leave this work and run from here immediately." Saying this, he cuts his neck with a cutter. Seeing this, Lisa gets scared, but her dad disappears from there the next moment. This means it was her illusion. Now in the lockup, the prisoner says, "I know the exit. I can bring help if I will go out, but I can't open the short way." Meanwhile, Tracy's friend throws her paper and cutter towards him. He was at a distance, but he somehow picks it. The girls become happy as they see hope in the form of this man that they will escape from there. That man again starts trying to open that way. When Lisa was sleeping, a bald woman comes from behind and holds her neck. She was naked. Lisa tries to escape, but that lady was so powerful, she keeps attacking Lisa, and Lisa wakes up the next moment and she finds out that it was a nightmare. When she sees in front, she sees the bald woman in the painting. Looking at her, she hears painful voices of a girl. Meanwhile, Emma's daughter comes and tells her that the bald woman is a witch who is living here in the mansion for years. This painting is also cursed. If you will restore it, you will be cursed. Leave your task and go from here. Saying this, she left. Lisa couldn't understand what did she said. She again goes to meet the bar owner. She tells him the whole matter, that the painting is scary and weird. The day since I came here, I got nightmares which seem reality. On it, he says there is nothing like what you are thinking. This is happening to you just because you are taking workload. I know that you have a short time to restore the painting, but I hope you will do it and your father will be proud of you. He encourages Lisa so that she will do her work nicely and complete it on time. On the other hand, the butcher comes again and puts the pot down in the well. Whoever was living there put his blood in the pot while cutting his hand. The butcher places the pot there and goes to throw that prisoner in the well. Tracy's fried, thinks that how will we escape if he die? That's why she abuses the butcher and distracts him. The butcher comes to her while leaving the man and holds her neck. Then he opens the locker and brings her out while dragging her. Then he cuts her, and with the knife, he doesn't stop and starts giving her more pain to torture her. We see that he has many weapons of different kinds. He chooses the dangerous one with which he tears her belly and removes her skin. Due to this, she suffers with pain. Not only this, he also removes the skin of her face. Her eye also pops out with it. Then he throws her into the well. The creature lived in the well is shown to us for the first time, which was terrible. It looks scary. It resembles with the bald lady in the painting. He tortures Tracy's friend brutally and poor she dies. On the other side, Emma's daughter sees a couple and starts weeping, being jealous. Meanwhile, Lisa comes to meet her and says, "Tell me if you have any problem." Emma's daughter says, "There is my mom's fault. She don't care about me. She just cares about herself. I think I will always stay alone and will not get any partner." In the meantime, Emma comes and her daughter gets enraged and says, "Leave from here. I don't like you and I don't want to see your face." Emma brings Lisa out and says, "My daughter needs a friend older than her. Now you tell me, how can I allow her this while she is young?" And this is the reason behind her anger. After doing the painting work when Lisa was sleeping, Tracy brings a wheelchair into her room. She was weeping and her injured friend was sitting on the wheelchair whose body was bleeding. His skin was removed from many parts. Tracy sees Lisa and asks for help from her while crying. Lisa wakes up the next moment, means it was her nightmare, which disturbed her so much that she went to meet the bar owner. She says, "I am fed up of all this situation and I can't stay here. I want to go back. I feel scared and it feels like there is a weird thing." The bar owner says, "There is nothing like what you are seeing. They are just bad thoughts. You should complete your task. I am also living here for years, but nothing seemed weird to me." Now Lisa says, "There were 3 more people with me in the bus. We became friends. Did they come to your bar?" Lisa says, "I told them to visit the bar after completing the work, but the bar owner refuses and says, 'I didn't see anyone except for you.'" Lisa says, "How is this possible? I asked them that we will go somewhere after work." The bar owner says maybe they left after work. Yes, I can do a thing. Just finish your task on time and then we'll go somewhere to help you relax. Lisa also feels that maybe all this is happening to me because of stress, and she takes stress medicine before sleeping, but then she suddenly hears a girl weeping in the bathtub. Lisa removes the curtain and Tracy's friend was in the bathtub in an injured state. She had lost an arm and an eye and was crying in pain. Lisa panicked at the sight of her and runs from there. Meanwhile, Emma comes and sees the bathtub tap open and the water is filling in it. She asks Lisa, what is all this? Then she sees Lisa's medicine and asks, do you take drugs? Lisa replies, I need some time, a break, because I am not in the state to do work. Emma refuses and says you have to finish your work on time because your dad signed an agreement with me. If you do not finish your task on time, I will shut your studio. On the other hand, that man opens the exit way, but when he moves out, the creature captures him, he scratches his face and eats him. Then he eats his body, and Tracy trembles, hearing his painful screams. On the other hand, Emma was drinking something which looked like blood. Meanwhile, the bald witch stands behind her. That means Emma's daughter was right that the witch lives here. Seeing this scene, it seems Emma and the witch know each other. While cleaning the painting, Lisa sees a terrible thing in which a girl was sacrificed. In the meantime, Emma's daughter comes panicking and again forbids her to do painting work. Now she tells the whole matter that the painting was made in 1493. And the dangerous incident of that time is drawn in this painting. Some dangerous devilish people sacrificed a young girl to call a dangerous creature so that they can call the creature to control it and to use it for themselves. Here we see Emma along with the witch. That means Emma is also a witch. At this time, they were casting some spells due to which the creature bends in front of them. They were successful in controlling that creature. Emma's daughter tells Lisa that her mother revived this curse at that time and controlled him so that she would stay young and beautiful after having that creature's blood. That means the curse was more than a treasure for my mother. She also cursed me when she did all this. At that time, I was 13 years old, and due to the curse, my age stopped at 13. But yes, tonight the effect of this curse will end because at that time it was Red Moon Night and today is also the Red Moon Night. If the moonlight falls on this restore painting, this curse will again revive for 500 years. Emma's daughter says so. Stop this work here, but Lisa feels like she is making a story. She says, the story you told me is nice, but for now, leave from here because I have to complete this painting tonight. The girl says, no, I am not making any story. That creature is at a lockup place near a well, and they have captured 3 people to feed him. Then she tells Lisa their getup. Hearing this, Lisa feels that they are Tracy and her friends. She couldn't deny this, and she asks Emma's daughter, tell me, where are they at this time? Emma's daughter takes her with her and shows her the butcher from a secret door and says he did the task to bring people for the creature. Seeing this, we can understand that the lockup place is attached to the mansion. The butcher was about to feed the creature, but then Emma's mom calls her daughter. She had to leave, and now Lisa is alone going inside. She finds an ancient weapon which she takes and chases the butcher, but then her foot hits with some old stuff. It makes noise and the butcher gets alert. He goes to check while having a knife in his hand. Lisa gets scared and hides at a place immediately. The butcher comes and sees that there were rats and he felt that they might have made noise, so he left without seeing Lisa. He then moves to Tracy's lockup, but before feeding her to the creature, he tries to torture her. Tracy strikes his knee and tries to escape, but she stumbles. She fell and was caught again. Now the butcher picks up his knife to torture her. He heats it in the fire and then presses it against Tracy's face. She screams in pain as her cheek burns. Then the butcher was about to throw her in the well. Meanwhile, Lisa comes and attacks him. Tracy fell from his hands, but he holds the corners of the well. The butcher moves ahead to hit Lisa, but Lisa injures him by beating him when he fell. Lisa takes Tracy out of the well and they run from there. The butcher comes to his senses and sees that no one left to feed the creature, and the creature comes out of the well because it did not get food on time. He bites the butcher and starts eating him. When Lisa and Tracy were escaping from the mansion, the bar owner comes with a crossbow. They ask for help from him, but on the contrary, he attacks them with the crossbow. His arrow hits Tracy, due to which she dies there. Then he takes Lisa back in the mansion while showing the crossbow where all the people connected with the curse waiting for Lisa. They ask her to clean the painting forcefully, and when Lisa was doing her task, she sees the bar owner along with Emma. She understands that he is also a part of the curse because he was encouraging Lisa to complete her task. Lisa also sees the spells reading which they control the creature. Meanwhile, Emma's daughter comes and moves Lisa away from the painting. She was holding a candle because she was about to set that painting on fire, but Emma forbids her and says, "My daughter, I am doing all this for you." On it, she says, "No, not for me, but you are doing this for yourself. I am so aged, but because of the curse my soul is imprisoned in a kid, and you compelled me to live this cursed life, and I am not happy with this. I am fed up." Then Emma asks the bar owner to kill her daughter, and he moves ahead to kill her, but then Lisa comes in between. Lisa throws the painting lotion on the bar owner's face. Seeing this, Emma takes the crossbow from his hand and attacks Lisa. Then she moves ahead to kill her daughter, but the time of midnight passed. Now, because the painting was not restored completely, so the red moonlight didn't fall on it properly due to it, the curse ends here, and the people connected to it start suffering. Their mouths start bleeding because they return to their real age. They all suddenly become old, and now because they were 1,000 years old, so they turn into ashes. Something starts happening to Emma's daughter, and she says to Lisa, "Forgive me, I can't help you, my time has come, and I have to leave." She then becomes old but was happy to reach her real age. Today, she finally got rid of this curse and then changed into ashes. Now Lisa somehow takes out the arrow and leaves from there. The creature comes from the front, but Lisa shuts the door and runs to the painting and cleans the spells part until the creature breaks the door and comes inside. The spells part was cleaned and visible. When Lisa reads the spells, the creature suffers means this time Lisa controls that creature. After it, we see the time after 30 years when the painting was completely restored that was done by Lisa, because now she lives in this mansion, but we see that even 30 years passed. But Lisa is still the same and looking young. She has turned that place into a lab, and here she captured the creature. She was running her business while selling the creature's blood to rich people. She has also found a way in which she can keep the creature alive without feeding him humans. Lisa changed because she was cursed. As Emma's daughter said, restoring the painting brings a curse. The same thing happened to Lisa. It was the effect of the curse on her. The curse ate Lisa's goodness, and she turned into evil like those people now. Because she knew how the restoration worked, she kept reviving the curse. She continued running her business through the creature. This is a terrible ending for this movie.